I turn around, this like guy walks in, he's got like the biker jacket on, you know, the slick back hair, looked like some noob, I don't know what you want to call it. He walks over and goes, "Hey babe," and I'm like, "You talking to me?" And he's like, "No, I'm her." And so then they proceeded to make out right in front of me, because apparently that was the ex.
Wait, what?
And Todd, he's mine.
Wipe that smile off your face! You come sit up here!
Sorry, I told you last time. You should have paid for our dinner, Todd. This wouldn't have happened.
You smell nice.
It's Clinique.
I know.
I stole it from your counter. Gonna haunt us in all kinds of ways. So we've got like what, about 20 minutes left?
Yeah.
Do you want to do a couple more of these and maybe open the floor to just like some questions for you fine people to ask us? You want to go?
Have them ask us date questions, huh?
Date questions? Yeah, sure.
Or whatever question.
Or whatever question.
Yeah, until your Marsala comes. We're
this restaurant's taking a long time. We've been like waiting for like 45 minutes.
No one. It's like an Asian restaurant. Like nobody's come around. Whenever I would go to Vietnamese restaurants with my mom, you knew you were in an authentic Vietnamese restaurant because I was like, "Mom, why are they like? We're part of the Asian crew. Like, why are they treating us?" And she's like, "That's just the way it is, son. They come once to take your order, once to bring it, and that's the only time you ever see them." I'm talking like authentic, like old school Vietnamese restaurant. That's just the way it is. It's like when you go into an Asian market. I don't know if you guys have those in the area, if you've ever been. If a health code inspector walked into that place, shut down immediately. Like with the one by my house, they put the crawfish, the crab, and the fish all live in separate containers, but like in a fish tank this big, there's like 200 fish, like this tall, and they're all like up against the glass.
Like, begging for death.
And the crawfish, somehow the crawfish get out. I was walking down the aisle, and I'm looking at the soy sauce, and this thing catching my eye, and I look down, and it's like, I don't know if it's trying to hide or what it's doing. I'm like, dude, I see you. I mean, I'm not a T-Rex. It's like I can see things that don't move.
The crawfish is all like, call the police.
Yeah. I'm like, clip your claws once if you need help. And so, but I was like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, do I take it? Is it my new pet or what do I? So I scooped it up with a buggy, and I put it back in with his brothers and sisters because I didn't know what to do. I was like, well, I know you're trying to get away, fella. Do you think you're really going to do well out there? You don't have any money, you don't have any clothes. I'm pretty sure you haven't called anybody to let them know you're trying to escape. You're going to die. And so I was like, well, let me put him with his brothers and sisters. And they're like, yay! And he was like, ah!
No, I hate these people!
And the fish are still like... But, yeah, Asian markets. Oh, and the smell and the vegetation, like you reach.
Vegetation.
I mean, it is fresh. Like
that makes it sound like not the produce section, but the vegetation that's growing in the produce section.
But the
kudzu vine that's taken over the grape arbor.
The vegetables and stuff are literally like they just ripped them right out of the ground. They still have the soil on them. Like that's how, like in the tofu, does everyone know what tofu is, right? Tofu? Okay, yeah, fried tofu. The tofu comes in paint buckets in blocks this big, filled with juices. Like that's how it comes. Like so, like Asian market, I'm telling you, health code walks in there, and I'm not, hey, I'm all about Asian things. But when you walk in there, that's our low point, man. We need to pick it up. I'm sorry to say that's the sad truth.
That sounds so delectable. It's like going to Costco or Sam's, and like you ever do that? You go to like one of those like places where you can buy things in like units of measurement you didn't even know existed. Like what's the Family Guy episode? Like a hammock of cake, really? A desk of Cheez-Its? What is a desk of Cheez-Its? And like
it's a lot of cheese.
It's a lot of cheese. But no, I remember like as a kid going to Sam's Club, and I'm like, there's nothing like quite so unappetizing as seeing your favorite food in some ridiculous amount. Like, hey, you want some mayonnaise? Slap it on her. Hey, here's some spaghetti sauce. Glug 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 glug. That's what we need, a pallet of toilet paper.
What is oh,
What do you
that's
want?
an inappropriate question.
What is it?
Number 36. Well, there are no kids in here, right?
Close the doors.
Are there any parents in here? That's okay, there's a parent, there's a mom.
Wait, it's a date question. It's not a, yeah.
It's a date question, it's a date
I'll ask you. Okay, no.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, that's totally.
How many? Oh, okay.
Okay, what is one food that you will never give up, no matter
That's
how
the one I was
unhealthy it might be for you?
One food that I will never give up.
Hockey.
That's not the one.
That wasn't the one. We skipped over the one. No.
No, the
Trust
stare,
me,
the
the
stare
girls
of the
sitting next
mother
to
in
you
the
will thank you.
audience. Not a fan. when they give me the stare, it's like my kryptonite. I'm like, okay, I'm not asking that. The food that I will not do with it. I would say dark chocolate. Like any iteration of dark chocolate. I like 98% cacao. Like I like it dark.
I'm the same way. I like the dark chocolate. I like it bitter.
Do you now?
I do. I like.
Really?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a little white chocolate now and again
Okay.
too. I'm just saying.
Then we're good.
What is happening to us? We're not
I
into
just
the
want you
first
to get your
course.
marsala.
I think my weakness, and it's totally a weakness, is ice cream, and I freaking love ice cream.
Any flavor?
What's that?
Any flavor?
I'm really kind of plain Jane. I mean, there's not a flavor I don't like, but if you just give me like chocolate, I am happy as a clam. It's great. But so I would eat pints of ice cream in a sitting, which is ridiculous. yeah. It's like you cry.
He's called into work. He's like, I can't come in today. I'm really sick. Sam's Warehouse ice cream.
No, it's really horrible. It's like I never want to look at myself in a mirror while eating ice cream like this because if it gets really, really hot, there's like I've found all sorts of ways you can eat ice cream in a pint like container without having to use a spoon. I'm like, if you've got big hands like me and you know you work out a little bit like me, which you have to if you eat as much ice cream as I do. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Do you have any needle? Sorry, it's the pine needles. But no, I sit there and if it's really hot outside, you can totally just eat a pint of ice cream like a push pop. You just squeeze the bottom of it and come out. And it's absurd and you cry a little afterwards. But so my partner would he would go out and be like, oh, so I'm gonna go to the store, do you need anything? I'm like, could you give me some ice cream? And he would bring me back ice cream and finally it was every day and he's like, here, I'm just gonna bring you like a gallon. So you'll have like a whole week's supply right there. And I'm like, cool, he's not really an ice cream eater, so I just eat out of the carton. I had this horrible moment when I knew I had a problem when I was just sitting there with a carton eating out of it and I'm like, it's good. Scrape.
Wait, a gallon?
Gallon. And seriously, it's one of those things where for a second I was kind of
Check. Check, please.
ooh, are we going to Marvel's Lab after this?
Wow. Really?
It was just one of those things. And
You're a big dude, though, anyway.
I'm a big dude, but this is in my slightly bigger days, and I just ate it, and I was like, oh my god, I just ate a gallon of ice cream. I call the hospital or something. Should I? And it was and I ate it fast enough that it did not melt in my, in the carton. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I really don't. So I
Amor
have to
Patri
stop.
et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
And you know you have a problem when your nephews make you a bowl, like a glazed bowl in art class that says Uncle Michael's ice cream. And they give it
Your first child's name is Mint Chocolate Chip. Mint Chocolate Chip, you get in here!
Ben, Jerry,
Explain these grades. Yeah.
Baskin, Robbins, get inside.
Jerry Garcia, where are you? Made me get my ice cream scoop. Spank that booty.
It's a terrible way to discipline a child.
Oh, my mom used to hit me with a rolling pin.
Whoa!
Like when I wouldn't take my, this sounds like when I wouldn't take my medicine, because I was sick, so I had to